Hello, this is a crochet video from A Maze at Home. Hi, I'm Maz, and today I am going to show you how to crochet this little chap. So, as it's Halloween soon, I thought we'd do a little pumpkin that covers up a nice chocolate treat. So yeah, I'm going to go through instructions on how to crochet this little guy. There's also with this, you can download a pattern or you can just follow along with this video clip. I will be showing you the different abbreviations that are used. It'll be in English rather than American, and that's pretty much it, I think. So, first things first, important part is to have a cup of tea to go with the crocheting project. And then today's wool will be Stylecraft special double knit and a crochet hook that is a 3.5 millimeters. Obviously, depending on your gauge and tension, you might need to go bigger or smaller. So we are going to start off with the orange yarn. Obviously, I've got black, green and brown as well for doing this project. So we need to start off with a slip stitch. So yarn around the hand, take the hook through and pull through. And that way there we have a nice slip knot, the yarn tail and the rest of the wool going to the ball. So the first thing is chain 16. So to chain, we're going to basically go yarn round hook and pull through the loop. Yarn around hook and pull through the loop, and I'm going to keep on going until we've done 16 of those. So double check where I am at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see whether I'm at the right place or not. So it kind of has a little bit of a V shape. I don't think you can see, if you can see that, to help you sort of count out where the stitches are. Anyway, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16, and we don't count the one that's actually on the hook. Okay, so row 1. We are going to do some double crocheting, and we're going to go into the second chain from the hook. So not this first one that's here, but we're going to go into the second one there. So I'm going to loop that in, yarn around the hook, draw back through that first loop, and then yarn around and draw back through both. That's a double chain. So we're going to do 14 more of those, so we've got 15 in total. So put that through, chain, yarn around, pull back through 1, yarn around, pull back through 2. Okay, one more just so you can see, through the chain, yarn around and yarn around. Okay. Okay, we can double check that we've got 15 stitches. So pull that out straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, we've got all 15 there. So then we're going to turn and just chain 1. It's not a stitch, it just helps with the turning. So this time we're going to do, again, row 2, 15 double crochets. This time when you're going into the stitch, make sure you go under both loops here. So when you look at it from above, we've got the front loop and the back loop. We want to go under in the hole there that's basically under both of those. So through that bit, yarn round, pull through the first one, yarn round, pull through the other two. Same thing again, and through the hole, make sure I've got both on top, yarn round, yarn round, and we keep on going for all 15. Okay, again at the end, I'm going to turn and chain 1. Now row 3 is slightly different in the fact that rather than going through both, we are going to go through just the back loop here. This way it gives us then a nice little design with ridges, so that if again we look at the pumpkin, he's got these ridges on his skin just to create a bit more texture to the pattern. So third row is going, as I say, into the back loop, over with the yarn and through both. So exactly the same, other than it's back loop only. There, and then over the top. Back loop, yarn over, through both, all the way to the end. Okay, so that's the 3 rows that pretty much form the pattern. So we're going to just repeat those rows now 10 more times, and that should then nicely fit round the chocolate orange. Again, you may need to change the number of rows you do depending on your tension. Time for a little bit of a drink, and catch up with you in a minute when I've done all 33 rows. So here we are, 33 rows later. Now you can see it's got a bit of a wave to it, so I can sort of fold it where the little dents are every 3 rows where we went into the back loop only. So I can also count and check that I have done the right number of rows. So each sort of little dip is my 3rd row, so I can go check and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the last one 11. So 3 lots of 11, 33. That's the amount I needed to go around my chocolate orange. So we now need to join the 2 ends. I've still got a nice bit of yarn on the end here. So what I'm going to do is bring the 2 up together. Let's get that bit around there. So we're going to do slip stitch this time to link the 2. So I'm going to kind of, you can see this, but it's going to be a bit tricky maybe. So I can go through on the further one, a little bit of the bottom part of the chain that we started with. Yarn over hook, pull it through that one and through the one I have there. Now I can go into my previous stitches, pick up a loop on the other side from the chain, yarn over the hook, pull through that one, pull through that one, and pull through that one. So we're not actually putting the yarn over again and again and again, because we just want to pull the wool all the way through that joins it up without creating more stitches. So again, I'm going to go through that front stitch. I'm going to pick up a chain loop from the back bit there, yarn over, pull through that one, pull through that one, and finally pull through the last one. And you can see now we're getting a bit of a join going. Do this one more time. So through the front one, through the back, oh, too much, through the, just picking up, trying to pick up that last bit there. There we go. Pick up that one, yarn over, pull through there, pull through there, and pull through there. So just going to keep going with that. Okay, and just finish up with the last one. Again, it doesn't matter too much if you don't quite pick up nice neat loops, as long as you're pulling it through, and we're there at the end. Okay, so I can now fasten this off, but I'm not going to cut off the thread or yarn at the end of that. So to fasten off, all we do is take the yarn over the hook and pull through, put it all the way through, and finish up there like that. Okay, so now we want to gather this end all together. So I'm going to use blunt needle here, which is great for joining things. Grab the end of this, thread through. Right, so again, it doesn't matter too much what you pick up here and what you don't pick up, but I'm basically going to feed my needle through, oops, keeps catching some stitches along the top, just keep going around the edge. That's it, finish off back where I started. Okay, and then see, we can just draw it in, and we get a nice tight finish. Now this can be the inside of it, because obviously I can turn it around the pumpkin like that, so I probably will just treat this as my inside. So now I just want to get a few bits together like that. Oh, too much really. Pull it nice and tight and then tie that off. So there we go, and then we can tidy this bit away, thread it through a few loops. I quite often go one direction and then another, and that can be snipped off and turn him inside out. So there we go, we have our pumpkin body, and we can obviously check that he's going to go over a chocolate orange, which he does. Now for the extra bits. The eyes, nice little bit of triangles. So with some black this time, we are going to slip knot and then chain 2. It's quite hard to see with dark or black, basically, wool, where your chains are and your stitches are, so you just got to concentrate that a lot more. So we're going to do 2 double crochets in the first chain, or the second chain from the hook. So going into there, round, and that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. I'm going to turn it as we did before and chain 1. So at the moment I've got 2 stitches up here, so I'm going to do a single double crochet in the first one, going under both loops, and then 2 double crochets in the next one. So again, making sure I pick up both loops there, yarn over, that's 1, and then again through the same hole, 2, turn again. So now I have 3 stitches there. Again, I'm going to chain to help with my turn, give me a bit more room. Now it's 1 double crochet in the first 2 stitches, so double crochet in that one, double crochet in that one, and then 2 double crochets in the last one. And I end up then with 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's the triangle done. So we're going to just snip off the wool, yarn over and pull through, and just fasten that off. And we get basically the little triangle shape. And obviously what you want to do is have 2 of those, and use this yarn that's left over to help sew them on to the body. So again, grab the body, pick a side for the face, doesn't really matter where, and they can be then sewn on like so to give us our eyes. After that we need to do the stalk. So this time I'm using some brown. Now the stalk is actually doing what's called an I-cord. So it's a bit of, again, fiddly stitch, but gives you this nice tubular effect for the stalk. So we're going to slip knot again, and get good at slip knots by the end of this, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So we've got a chain of 3. So this time we are just going to get some loops up onto here. So I'm going to go through the second chain from the hook, yarn over and pull back up. I've now got 2 loops. Go into the third one there, yarn over and pull back up. I've now got 3 loops on my hook. So this is the bit that makes it a little bit needing coordination, should we say. I'm going to drop off those first 2 loops, and I want to hold those without losing them in my non-hook hand. So I'm going to just pinch those 2 there between my forefinger and my thumb. I'm going to get the yarn over the hook and pull it through that first loop. Now I can pick up carefully, she says, that second one, still holding on to the third one. Again, yarn over and draw through. Finally pick up that third one, yarn over and draw through. And I've got my 3 loops back on again. That was row 1. Do the same thing again. So take off the first 2 loops and pinch those so we don't lose them. Yarn over the hook and pull through. Pick up the second one, yarn over and pull through. Pick up the third one, yarn over and pull through. So that's that done twice. You do that 3 more times. It's basically you've done that row a total of 5 times. So dropping off and pinching. There's definitely a knack to this. Third one. There we go. 2 more times. Pinch. And one more. There we go. And then you can breathe at the end of it because you've done it. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so cut to that, give ourselves some, and just then fasten off by taking that one bit through all three and pulling the knot tight. And there we have a little stalk. It's going to go in the top. Okay. Right, to go with the stalk we need a leaf. So onto the green yarn, and again a slip knot. There we go. And for this we are going to chain 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 chains. Okay, so we want to get this shape where it's going to like increase in size and then decrease back down. So there's quite a few different stitches that we're going to do in this one. So again, not using the chain that's right by the hook, we use the second one. We're going to just do the double crochet first. So pop that in, yarn over, and yarn over, double crochet. The next stitch we're going to do is a half treble. So we're going to put the yarn over our hook first, go in, yarn over, pull through that first one, should have 3 on there now, yarn over and take it through all 3. So that was a half treble. Now we're going to do a treble. So again, yarn over, go through, yarn over, bring it back, 3 loops, but this time yarn over just through 2 of them, yarn over 2 of them. Okay, now we're going to do a double treble. So we're going to go around once, twice, go through the loop there, yarn over, bring it back. So we've now got 4 on our hook. So we're going to do yarn over, take it just through 2, yarn over, take it through 2, yarn over, take it through 2. I'm going to do another one of those, another double treble. Bring it around twice, through there, yarn over, back up, got 4, through 2 loops, through 2 loops, and last 2. Now we're going to go back to doing a treble. So it's just yarn over, through, yarn over, there, through those 2 and those 2. A half treble, yarn over, and through all 3. And now we've got to the end, so we want to turn here. So we're going to do 3 double crochets in that last one. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Then I kind of like to get this yarn tail out the way and get myself properly turned so I can come down the other side of my original foundation chain. Still going to do another double crochet in that same spot, but on the other side of that slip knot. So that was my 3rd double crochet. Okay, so we need to do the whole shaping again now on this side. So first one is a half treble. Take that round, pick up, it's like a remaining bit here, little loop, yarn round there and through all 3, and it's a half one. Now a treble, yarn round there, yarn over, through 2 through 2. Now the double treble, wrap it around twice, yarn over, through 2, through 2, through 2, another double treble, through 2, through 2, through 2. So now decreasing back down in size again, so we're just going to do a treble. Now a half treble. I'm going to finish off with a double. And then right at the end, just to tidy it up, we're going to go back to that loop at the end that's there, yarn over and slip stitch to just take it both through those to join it up. And we've got a nice little leaf shape now. Again, leave yourself a bit for sewing up, but just pull the yarn through and give it a little tie. And then we have a nice leaf. Right, now to put it all together. Off we go. One eye on already. I am not the world's greatest sewer by all means, so this is where I do just kind of tack things on as I go. So let's get the other eye in kind of place where we want it to be. So I'm just going to take one end through, not really going to do much with it other than just pull it through, kind of holding it roughly in place where I want them to be. And I'm going to get the other end to actually be my sewing part. Okay, so holding in position, I personally just tack round. I say I'm not the best sewer. I like knitting and crocheting, but not always a forte with the sewing. So I just want to try and make sure we keep that triangular look. Okay, and then feed it through at the back so that it comes out pretty much where the other one is, because then it's quite nice just to tie this off in a little knot. It's all going to be hidden behind. I mean, you can obviously sew in new ends, but at the moment I'm just going to go with a quick snip and leave it like that inside. Outside we've got a couple of nice lies. Okay, so stalk next. Okay, have my stalk. So again, what I'm going to do is just take one bit through the middle, or sort of close to, because it's totally open there, but just sort of through that bit there and pull through. Then I'm going to take the other end. Now, to try and get a little bit of a curve to the stalk, is I'm going to go back down through the middle of it. So literally this, my needle has gone through the middle of my I-cord. I'm going to take that all the way through. Now as I pull it, obviously it gives it a little bit of a bend. So going back to the inside, I can tie these off, and I don't want to put it too tight, otherwise it will fold over on itself. but obviously you can double check. Oh, there we go, it's got a bit of a curve to it. There. So we can just tie that one off. Again, I'm going to be a bit lazy, I guess, and just trim them off. There, it's got quite a cute little curve there. Right, the leaf. Now, I found what was quite good here. That's the front side to me. So this is the back. I am going to just weave this bit in along the back of the stem. It kind of helps give it a bit more rigid sort of feel to the stem. So, just going to go along those stitches there, probably from the original chain that we did. This will also help for then having both strands at the bottom so that I can again tie it inside the pumpkin. So that gives my leaf a little bit more of a curve. See, where do we want to attach him? I think I attach the leaf this side, so I'm going to go in there with that one. Just pull that through. Oh, there you go. There it is. Not too much, otherwise again it creases it all up. Grab the other piece and put that through in a different spot. Right, let's position this there like that. Turn it over. And tie this up. And cut that one off. Okay, how are we doing? Looking good. So let's pop him over the chocolate orange. So, last bit to do. If we look at the original one, I just did a zigzag mouth sewing on with a couple of threads of black. So again, find some black, put that on the needle. Did this, I think, doing back stitch. So again, that's what's nice with crocheting, is you've already got just a bit like cross stitch. I don't know if you've got your holes already there for when you're doing your stitching. It's quite nice. So there, kind of just holding the threads in place at the moment rather than tying them off. Pop him up there. There. Oh, he's got a really good wonky face today. Okay. I just want to get my ends back to each other to tie them off, so I'm just going to feed through here. And chop. Obviously this can be a lot neater inside. Spend a bit more time hiding all your ends away. But there we go. Oop. One little pumpkin as a little treat gift for Halloween. watching.